it's Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackled at the 29.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's locked. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On downs.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Eckler, the ball.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Brought down right.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Badgley now to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
The 7-yard line.
It's Locke. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
25-yard line.
On second down, Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And we're at the 41, second and 9.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Badgley able to punch this one through. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it's 3rd down.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll go up top here, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 77 yards, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Fourth down.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Simmons on the tackle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and 5.
Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Another run by Lindsey, and he stopped immediately there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Broncos.
On first down, Locke. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
It's a gain of 20.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now to the air. Locke rolling to his left.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Got a man. It's Judy complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On play action, Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From his own end zone, Herbert. Crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the turnover, here's Locke. And it is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chargers 9. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
39-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chargers 16.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw is Locke. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last season.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Today's final.
So